Hello, and welcome to the 2019 Title X Family Planning Services Grant. I do have a disclaimer for you. The free information we provide in this webcast is based on our interpretation of the grant announcement. The viewer, you, is advised that the publicly published grant announcement and the funding agency are the final authority on this subject grant. I would love to tell you a bit about myself. I am your presenter. My name is Cereta Gibbons. I am the owner for Comprehensive Grants Management. I have been providing successful grant writing services for clients nationwide for almost 12 years, with a 65% average grant writing success rate. My hobbies are reading, painting, keyboarding, and gardening. I would also love to tell you about Comprehensive Grants Management. We provide additional value to clients by presenting free online webcasts like this one about currently available grant funding opportunities. We are a full-time, full-year grant writing firm that provides services to clients nationwide. We have been in existence for almost 12 years with a 65% average grant writing success rate. I have also provided our URL. You can visit our website. We have tons of information like our grant funding successes. We also have articles and vlogs and blogs, and we encourage you to visit our website for additional information. Today's webcast is about the 2019 Title X Family Planning Services Grant. This grant was issued by the Department of Health and Human Services. I have also provided an URL where you can find additional grant application information assistance. The purpose of this grant is to fund organizations to establish and operate voluntary family planning services project. And family planning includes a broad range of services related to achieving and preventing pregnancy, assisting women and men, and couples with achieving their desired number and spacing of children. So there are quite a few range of family planning services, and they can include methods such as abstinence, counseling, hormonal methods, oral contraceptives, rings and patches, injections, hormonal implants, barrier methods such as diaphragms and condoms, fertility awareness based methods, or permanent sterilization. So a broad range would not necessarily need to include all these categories, but should include hormonal methods since these are requested most frequently by clients. So the purpose of this grant is basically to fund the establishment and operation of voluntary family planning projects. The grant due date is right around the corner. It's January the 14th, 2019. And unlike other grants that has a time of 11:59:59 Eastern Standard Time, this particular grant is due no later than 6 p.m. Eastern Time on the due date, which is January 14th, 2019. Eligible applicants for this grant opportunity are public or private nonprofit entities located within the 50 states, also the District of Columbia, the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands, the Commonwealth of Northern Mariana Islands, the American Samoa, Guam, the Republic of Palau, federal states of Micronesia, and the Republic of the Marshall Islands. In addition to those organizations, faith-based organizations and American Indian, Alaska Native, and Native American organizations are also eligible to apply for this grant funding opportunity. The period of performance for this grant, and it is an estimated project start date of April 1st, 2019, and the estimated project end date is April 1st, 2022. So what this means is that the funding agency actually wants funded applicants to start their projects as soon as possible, because if the due date is January 8th and they expect that the estimated project start date will be April 1st, that means you will know very soon after submission if you had won the grant. This is very good news for applicants applying for this grant. The estimated number of awarded applicants is 100. That means that will be a lot of applicants getting this funding from this program, from this grant program. So make sure to get your applications in, because the chances of you winning one of these grants is really, really good, because they estimate to fund 100 applicants nationwide. Please be aware of how the funding agency wants you to approach the cost sharing or matching. So program regulation stipulates that projects must identify additional sources of funding and not rely solely upon Title X grant funds. While there is not a fixed cost sharing percentage or amount, projects must include financial support from sources other than this grant funding. So you must include additional funding such as private funding, state funding, and income from private and public insurance for reimbursable services. The proposed project's budget should reflect financial support in addition to Title X funds on the standard form, the SF 424A budget information, and also in your budget justification, which is your budget narrative. The amount and sources of these funds must be clearly identified separately from the requested Title X support as indicated on your SF 424A. So please be aware that you are expected to identify additional private and public funding sources from other community partners on these budget forms. The grant award amount is $260 million. That is for the entire grant program, right? So the Congress has allocated $260 million for this entire grant program. So as stated before, the anticipated number of awards, there is a range, and it's up to 100 applicants. The award ceiling is $22 million per budget period. The award floor is $100,000. The estimated project period is 3 years, although they may approve longer or shorter project periods, and the anticipated initial budget period length is 12 months.